Going into college, there's definitely an assumption that your parents and your family are there to support you. But unfortunately, that is not the case for every student for a wide variety of reasons.
That familial support wasn't present for me throughout high school, so even the transition into college was really unexpected, and I really had no grounding point when I arrived. And so actually 2 years into my college experience, I contemplated dropping out, and I actually took the steps to do so until I was introduced to Wily.
The Wily Network is an organization that was created to support college students who are navigating college on their own. And they get to college and they think they've made it. And what they realize is that college as a system is not really prepared to support somebody who's navigating on their own.
The colleges that I was attending were predominantly white, they were very affluent. So my experience having been homeless and again lacking that family infrastructure, it was really anomalous, and coming into Wily helped me to see that there were other people experiencing this.
We work with students in the greater Boston area at colleges and universities who are navigating college independently, who don't have that emotional or financial support from family, and provide 3 components of coaching, the community piece, as well as the financial and career coaching as well. So really ultimately being consistent, supportive adults in their lives, but also providing resources for them, advocating with them.
I wish I had had the support of an organization like the Wily Network when I was in college, who could help mentor me through the process, and that I had that comprehensive emotional, financial, social support that really understood where I was coming from.
The foundation of Wily is based on transformational relationships. And so that's what the coaches do. And so that's the core of everything Wily does, that relationship. And then that relationship builds into a larger Wily community, which then expands to the other Wily scholars on their campus. Because so often when I meet a student, one of the first things they say to me is, "There are other people in this situation on my campus? I don't believe that. Can you tell me their names?"
The coach model that Wily has pioneered, it's really unlike anything else I've had in my life, especially because so many resources that you receive through educational spaces, they cease to exist in those breaks, whether they be Christmas break or summer vacation. And so those are the most critical periods, I think, especially for students who are experiencing financial insecurity. And those are the moments where the Wily coaches really, I think, shine, the sense of preparedness that we receive from them. And then the dialogue just continues throughout the year.
I think the big thing is understanding that everybody is different, and what works for one student or one scholar may not work for the other scholar, and being open to that and following their lead, following their pace. I'm going to be here to cheer you on and to support you and to be able to provide resources for you that I can provide and do that with you. It's like you're not doing it for them, but really doing it with them, that we are walking alongside with them during this journey.
There are a lot of students coming into college who might have been in foster care, experienced housing instability. And so it's really important to take an individual approach that prioritizes the agency of students and that really empowers young people to ask for what they need.
For Wily scholars, they are often participating in programs for students who are the first in their families to go to college, or for students who are living below the poverty line. And this is really a small subset of that.
Many of us are in contact with our families, and many of us are seeking to, at some point, repair those relationships. And I think that the brilliance of Wily is the ways that dignity is central to the mission, and also the ways that upholding the student's dignity is what allows for that process of rehabilitation and thriving to come into play. At no point was I asked to divulge the details of my upbringing, and privacy, just as a critical aspect of our personhood, is something that I always felt was respected.
We try to really emphasize their strengths and what they have to offer their campuses. And I think one of the things that often is invisible on campus is the richness that a Wily scholar does provide. They know how to work hard. They know how to set their own goals. They've had to learn how to do many of the things that many college students are learning along the way during college.
There is a need for the Wily Network, and I think the Wily Network does serve a special demographic that tends to fall between the cracks And we're just honored to be a part of the scholars' journey during that time and to be able to plant seeds with them and to see the evolution